We want to get more perspective on what's going on, and the big question that I think so many people are asking, which is why there are not charges filed yet. So to do that, we've asked Don Lewis, the special prosecutor in the Philando Castile case, the former dean of the law school at Hamlin, to join us on the phone this morning. Don, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Jason, for asking me to join you.
Maybe you can give your thoughts on that central question. I think many in Minnesota, around the country, around the world who have seen the video have said, what's the holdup? Any other people, anyone else would be behind bars awaiting charges. Why is nothing happening?
Well, the difficulty is that a police officer is not like any other person. And that's because that under Minnesota state law and under the laws of many other states, police officers, and I hate to say it so bluntly, have a license to kill. There's a statute that permits police officers to use deadly force in certain circumstances. And prosecutors, when they confront a police-involved shooting or use of deadly force, feel that they have to weigh the evidence to see if the use of force was somehow reasonable. So that poses an obstacle in the timeline. Now, the problem here is, based on the videotape, I don't think any reasonable person can conclude that the use of force was in this case reasonable. There was no threat. There was no split-second decision-making that needed to be made. So I totally understand why much of the public is perplexed about why the county attorney can't move faster on that. But that's just by way of explanation, that's one roadblock. The other problem is that a prosecutor, in making the prosecution decision, relies on reports sent to him from law enforcement. He just doesn't make the decision to charge in a vacuum. He has to base it on reports that are given to him by law enforcement. And so there's that natural delay here, and it's particularly of concern because I don't think the reports from law enforcement, at least at the very beginning, were very trustworthy. And third, and this is a very difficult problem in my view, the whole process, in my judgment, has a pro-police, pro-law enforcement bias. And I think it takes some work to get past that. All that said, I think it's very imperative for the Hennepin County Attorney to move very, very fast and expeditiously here. Because in addition to being a lawyer and a prosecutor, the Hennepin County Attorney is a public servant, and he cannot ignore the social and political and cultural environment that's around him. So I don't think he has a lot of time to deliberate while the city is burning around him.
Obviously, you were involved in the Yanez case very clearly. I mean, that was 4.5 months before a charging decision came. I assume we expect much more quickly this one to happen. But Don, something interesting happened yesterday. They called a press conference. They said, oh, we wanted to tell you something else, but we don't think we're going to be able to. Any idea what could have happened yesterday? And does it give us any clues on what a potential timeline could be?
I don't think it does, and I don't think there's any explanation for that comment. You're right. You know, in a normal situation, you know, the Philando Castile case I think it took about 4.5 months between the incident and the charge. Keep in mind that in that case, there was something to investigate. You know, that involved a very split-second decision. There were these issues about whether or not Mr. Castile had a gun or showed his gun. Obviously, some ambiguities that were fleshed out at trial and eventually got the police officer, Geronimo Yanez, acquitted. So it's understandable that and you needed expert testimony. It's understandable that took as much time as it did. I'm not quite sure this situation needs 4.5 months of investigation.
Right. Don Lewis, thank you so much for your perspective. We really appreciate it.